The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
Watch out now. The Raiders are 5-3 after 8 games, and they've played the toughest schedule of anybody in the NFL during that time period. And they've shown they can beat anyone as they have wins against the New Orleans Saints and Kansas City Chiefs. Many picked those two teams to meet in the Super Bowl at the end of this year. And if you look at how both teams played last week, you can definitely see why. Meanwhile, the Raiders are looking to go 6-3 against the Denver Broncos Sunday. They would pick up a half game on the 8-1 Chiefs with a chance to play on the following Sunday. A win there would pull the Raiders to within 1 game of the Chiefs, with all the tiebreakers against them because they beat them twice. But none of that matters if they look past the Broncos, who are not an easy out. Well, actually, there are no easy outs for the Raiders these days. They have an improving but not a good defense, and they have some injuries on the offensive side of the ball. So this is a very interesting matchup between AFC West rivals and likely a shootout. The Broncos' running game was nothing to write home about last week in Atlanta. Off-season pickup Melvin Gordon averaged just 3 yards per carry. It was tough sledding in there for him. And it wasn't any better for Philip Lindsay. He would average 2.9 yards per carry on the day. The only reason why the Broncos had 100 yards rushing for the day was because quarterback Drew Lock chipped in with 47 yards himself. And for the cherry on top, he took this one in for a touchdown. The Raiders had a couple of runs against them at the beginning of the game last week that they like to have back. But middle linebacker Nick Witkowski would settle the troops down and they would tighten up against the run. He made the plays that came right at him, and he went sideline to sideline. You can't see him, but he's going to come out of the bottom left of your screen. Jonathan Abram came up and laid the wood on these guys. Oh! And of course he's going to get to chirping. Cleveland Ferrell was in on the run stuffing action. And so was big man Jonathan Hankins. I expect it to be tough sledding for Broncos running backs again this Sunday. Now quarterback Drew Lock can spin it when you give him time. This is a dime right here. But the offensive line doesn't consistently protect him well. Lock has a passer rating in the 40s against the blitz because the Broncos don't pick it up very well for him. Oh yeah, and you can get to him with 4 as well. They don't know who's coming and who's not. And the Falcons are going to force an interception out of Lock. I wonder what Gunther's going to dial up Sunday. Max Crosby got himself a sack against the Chargers last week. Cleveland Furrow had the best day rushing the passer as he had 4 quarterback hits. Chargers quarterback Justin Herbert was able to get rid of the ball just as he got there, over and over again. And he just gets away right there. And he just misses there. Furrow's gonna get something this Sunday. But if you give Locke time, he has the weapons. Tight end Noah Fant isn't Darren Waller, but he's very athletic for a tight end. Receiver KJ Hamler is now in the lineup to add even more explosion to the Bronco attack. But from a receiver standpoint, it's all about 2020 first round pick Jerry Jeudy. Watch this route here. Oh. Touchdown. All that, and he can blaze you on a deep ball too. With Raider corner Trayvon Mullen missing half the game with a hamstring injury, Charger number 1 receiver Keenan Allen got down on the Raiders. The Raiders actually had a bunch of injuries at corner last week, so Isaiah Johnson got a look. And I can't say he was bad. He draws offensive pass interference here. And then he makes a play to save the game here. Okay, how about another one on the next play to save the game? Mullen and first round pick Damon Arnett appear on track to play this week, so we'll see what happens at corner. Strong safety Jonathan Abram looks good covering tight ends these days, so that's a plus. And now the Bronco D. They let running back Todd Gurley get loose on him a couple of times. And one of them was for a touchdown. But outside of that, it was tough sledding in there for Gurley. Seven in the box did it at times. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Then when there was 8 in the box, he can forget it. So the question is, will the Raiders be able to get their running game going against the Broncos? Well, they sure did last week against the Chargers. Backup Devontae Booker got his, including this touchdown. And starter Josh Jacobs got his. He went through the middle, to the left, to the right, and to the house for 6 points. That's going to be a good matchup. Now here is an area of concern. The Broncos were able to get the Falcons quarterback Matt Ryan at times last week, and the Raiders only have 2 of their 5 starters on the offensive line Sunday. Ryan stayed the course and got his short game going. He got out of the pocket to throw deep. And at times, he was given just enough time in the pocket to get the ball deep. The Raiders had a makeshift offensive line last week, and the Chargers got to Carr early. They would settle in and give Carr the time to throw the ball deep. Then there were times Carr had to get the ball deep on the run. Time came, he ran the ball, period. He's been doing that a lot more these days. As far as their secondary goes, if you have speed, you can beat the Broncos with it. Olamide Zaccheaus is going to blaze him here. Then he's going to get him again on a scramble drill. Now this is a great play by the safety here on the interception, but if Ryan puts this ball out in front, it's a touchdown. We'll see what they do with the Raiders' speed. Now watch this corner route. Oh, hit him with the dub. Raiders' speed was on full display last week. Here's Nelson Aguilar with the go route. Come on, man, that's easy work. Slot receiver Hunter Renfrow wants some of that work too. Got him. And you know Henry Ruggs wants some of that work. But they took this one away from him. Watch this from another angle. Now we slow it down. Watch him drag the back foot. The pellet's kicked up and everything. That's a catch. He'll be back Sunday. I have a feeling this game's going to be a shootout, so Carr's going to have to carry the Raiders with the deep ball. At times, he's going to have to scramble to get that deep ball off. And other times, he's going to have to pull it down and run. Raider run defense and pass rush will be there, so the Raiders need their corners to come through against the Broncos receivers. If they do, at least just enough like last week, they should come out with a W. Thank you for watching. See you next time.